Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Radha Govinda ki. Ataiva tumi savaraha nilachale dinagata ami tirtha brahmi vaikale. We should all therefore remain here in Nilachala for some days while I do the sacred place of pilgrimage alone. So what is the context here? We all know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested his disciples not to accompany him when he comes to South India too. Okay, so now the reason for that is being revealed here. Inna sabar vasha prabhu aya ye gune dosha rupa chala kare guna swadane. Actually, the Lord was controlled by the good qualities of all his devotees. On the pretext of attributing fault, they tested all these qualities. You know, we read yesterday, just Prabhu saying, you misguide me this way, you force me to accept. Actually, whatever reason, Chaitanya would go to South India alone. And the devotees could not handle the austerity Chaitanya used to do because they knew his identity. They didn't want him to do all those austerities, which he did not want. He wanted to give a perfect example of an ideal sannyasi. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not taking his intimate devotees. Another thing is that if he takes one another, he will back. Basically, none of you come. All the accusation made by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu against his beloved devotees actually showed his great appreciation of the intense love for him. Yet he mentioned these faults one after another as if they were offended by their intense affection. The personal estates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sometimes behave contrary to the regulative principles out of intense love for the Lord. And because of their love, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself sometimes violated the regulative principles of a sannyasi. In the eyes of the public, such violations are not good, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so controlled by his devotees' love, he was obliged to break some of the rules. So that although accusing them, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was indirectly indicating that he was satisfied with the behavior of pure love of God. Therefore, in the verse 27 mentioned that his devotees associates place more importance on love of Krishna than on social etiquette. There are many instances of devotion service rendered a previous child who did not care about social behavior and intensely absorbed in love of Krishna. Unfortunately, as long as we are in the middle world, we must observe social customs to avoid criticism by general populace. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to, rigid rules of sannyasa is that we should lie on the floor. And the devotees will not be here. They will make something. First they made a beautiful bed for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, I can nicely now like Vishay enjoy. What nonsense is this? And then they use banana leaves, I think. Leaves of banana and they packed inside one cloth, something like that. And then flowed into it. So basically they were always. When he's eating, he will say, again rigid rule of sannyasa means we should have, just boiled vegetables. They'll bring the, the most luxurious sweets and offer to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if he doesn't eat, they'll fast for 3 days. They used to do all this kind of thing. And controlled by the love, he used to accept all that. But therefore, actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not in the heart. He was very pleased by their love and devotion, but externally, that he was showing. Chaitanya Bhakta Vasalya Akantya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to take bath even in the early morning, cold winter. This is, but they used to not like that. But anyway, they were not. He was. If we take them, there will be so many problems. So therefore, we better stay. Chaitanya Bhakta Vasalya Akantya Katana Apane Vairagya Dukha Karena Sahana. No one can properly describe Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's affection for his devotees. He always tolerated all kind of personal unhappiness, reserved him from his acceptance of the renounced order of life. Say dukkha dekhiye bhakta dukkha paya. Say dukkha tanra shakti sananaya. The regulative principle observed by Sri Chaitanya was sometimes intolerable and all the devotees become greatly affected by it. Although strictly observing the regulative principle, Chaitanya could not tolerate the unhappiness felt by the devotees. Gune doshagara chala savani shediya ekaki brahmi vena tirtha vairagya kariya. They had to prevent them from accompanying him and becoming unhappy. Sri Chaitanya would declare their good qualities to be false. But the Lord wanted to law the place of pilgrimage alone and strictly observe the duties of the renounced order. Tabechari jana bahu minati karila swatantra ishvara prabhu kabuna manila. The four devotees that humbly insisted they go with the Lord, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being the independent, Sri Chaitanya being the independent supreme personality of Godhead, did not accept their request. Tabe nityananda kahe agna tomara dukkha sukha ye auka kartavya amara. Thereupon Lord Nityananda said, whatever your order is my duty. Whatever your order is my duty. Whatever you order is my duty. So this is the English. The way you speak, the meaning changes. Whatever you order is my duty. Regardless of whether it results in happiness or unhappiness. Kintu ekani vedana karo narabara vichara kariyata kara angikara. Yet I submit one petition to you. Please consider it. And think it proper, please accept it. Opina bahirava araja labatra arakecho naiya vesave matra. You must take with your loincloth, external clothes and water pot. You should take nothing more than this. Tomara dvihastava nama gananai jalapate bahirva savahi kemane. Since your two hands will always be engaged in chanting and counting the holy names, how will you be able to carry the water pot and external tablets? Which Chaitanya used to count. Well, from this verse it is clear that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting the holy names a fixed number of times daily. The Goswamis used to follow the footsteps of the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Haridas Thakur also followed this principle. In fact, when I was in Vrindavan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Vrindavan. Huge crowd used to come to see him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to certain time go to another place. They can sit and chant. Then he used to come for darshan. Even Srila Prabhupada, sometimes a lot of people to visit him. So please let me chant. So it has its importance. The Goswamis used to follow the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Haridas Thakur also followed this principle. Concerning the Goswami, Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Sri Jeev Goswami, Sri Gopala Bhatta Goswami, and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Srinivas Acharya confirms Svanka Purvaka Nam Gana Nati. This is, Goswami Goswami Ashtaka. Yeah, glorification. Sixth one. In addition to the other duties, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduced a system of chanting the holy name of the Lord a fixed number of times daily, as confirmed in this verse. Toma dvihastava nama anane. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to count on his fingers, while on one hand engaged in chanting, other hand kept the number of rounds. We can do that. It's easy. Some people do Gayatri also like that. You have to chant like this and they keep the count there. Badnam Prem. This is corroborated by Chaitanya Chandramrita and also Chaitanya Chandramrita. There is a lot of books written on glorification of Chaitanya Chandramrita. And also Sri Rupa Goswami's Talamala. Badnam Prem Amara Prakampita Karo Grantim Katidorakai Sankhya Tum Nijaloka Mangala Hare Krishna Dinam Nam Japam. Chaitanya Chandramrita 16. Pradama Chaitanya Mishtaka 5. Hare Krishna ti Uche Spurita Rasano Nam Ganana Kride Granthi Shreni Sabhaga Katis Sutro Jvala Karaha. Therefore, devotee to the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must chant at least 16 rounds daily, and this is the number prescribed by the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Haridas Thakur daily chanted 300,000 names, that is 192 malas. 192 malas. He struggled to do one mala, he used to do 192 malas. He was Muslim by birth, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so pleased, actually Brahman. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so pleased. He called him Namacharya Haridas Thakur. Namacharya. He got the authority for distributing. 16 rounds is about 28,000. The 108, you can multiply. 108 is there into 16. How much is 108? And then in one name there are how many? In one Hare Krishna mantra, how many names are there? Again 16, 4 into 4. Iti Shodashakana. Then again you multiply. Where is the calculator? Can you see calculator? Anyway, it comes to some figure like, leave it now, some other time. Some 27,000, some change it comes. Roughly proper, that's 28,000 names. So, we chant 60 malas, he chant 192 malas. So basically 12 times, that has come roughly 12 times less than that. 300,000, this is 12 times less than that. You can see already it is. So now what happens is that Prabhupada says there is no need to imitate Haridas Thakur or any other Goswamis. Goswamis used to chant 64 every day. In fact, in Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, the order was 64. And Prabhupada said, he took it from his Guru also, only one direction, that those who are busily engaged can chant 60. Therefore, he introduced 60, Prabhupada said. So anyway, and he also found for worldwide this movement being launched, it was not practical for people to chant. In fact, Prabhupada began with 64. He ordered 64 in the beginning. He saw them not able to do it. There is a 32. Again, there is a okay. So it's all the satisfaction of a pure devotee. We are chanting, we should always know we're chanting on the order of an acharya. When I'm chanting, this is a meditation. I'm chanting because I've been ordered by somebody to do it. Then you're chanting, it is pleasing to the Lord. Any service when you do, there's always the attitude that I have been ordered to do that. Then you do the service. That's the attitude of the spiritual life. Not that my own initiative. That is not. Then it is on my own initiative is basically pride. I will do it. I have been told to do this service. That's very nice. So Prabhupada order, we chant 16 hours, but we were chanting the meditation. No, 15 more to go to finished order. 14 more to go to finished order. 1 more to go to finished order. I finished Prabhupada order. That is my satisfaction. I am feeling blissful, I am not feeling blissful, I am ecstatic. It's a secondary consideration. Prema veshe pata tu miha beya chetana esa vasa magri to mara ke kare rakshana. And along the way you fall unconscious in ecstatic love of God. Who will protect your belonging, the water pot, garment and so forth? Water is belonging. We have some, we carry $10,000, we travel for whole South Indian tour, means at least you have to carry 1 lakh rupees with you, correct? You're going for something like, how much is it, 6 months or 1 year, like this is a lot of tours. 6 years, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only touring. This is another big tour of and a few years, walking. And then you will carry crores of rupees, nothing. What is belonging is carrying? Water pot, and garments, and so forth is what so forth. Mala, Japamala, that is the essence of sadhana. So anyway, you are going to South Indian. But previously it was also true, sannyasi need not carry also. Because the world was, particularly India, was very Krishna conscious. they will be so glad to receive a sannyasi at their home and happily, they were not like eating 10 times. They used to eat one meal in the afternoon. Correct? So we see always one meal, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being offered. Other times, so some milk is there. That's the tradition. So, because that's what we always see anyway. So the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come, and so they will be so pleased. So there is no sannyasi. Actually, one sense sannyasi is also dependent. But Kali Yuga is not practical now. You say, I will also go for a tour of whole India, and I'll carry my belongings to the one water pot. And today now one water pot, I think we have to carry distillery water. And some garment. Take it, that's fine. But today Kali Yuga is called the age of Durbhiksha. Age of Durbhiksha. Durbhiksha means people will close from the gate. They will not allow you to enter the gate only. Forget about allowing a sannyasi to come and give him prasad. Kali Yuga is the age of Durbhiksha. And it also misused also. We can't blame one side. Both the sides there is a problem. One side people are not interested in spiritual life. Other side, the so-called people, sadhus have cheated the people. You understand? They have, some people have become guru. They are not fit to even be a disciple. But they are Jagat Gurus. Actually, if you analyze them, they are not fit to be even a disciple. But they have become guru. Whatever qualification they have, it is not enough to even, they can become a disciple. But they become guru. And then, innocent people get cheated. Their heart burns. So we can understand why today there is a Durbhiksha. So many reasons. It's not one way. But that's the reality. So Prabhupada did not order that. We also did almost like that. He went to America with 40 rupees. Almost like the sannyasi. Depending on the Lord event. And some of his disciples also did the same thing. Because in the beginning, the movement did not wait to become a rich movement before the movement exploded. It's not that Prabhupada went to America and he sent disciples around the world with hundreds of crores of rupees. No. You see the team which came to India. Nobody had anything. That was not Prabhupada's program. Sent artificially from somewhere money and things like that. True, we depend on the Lord. Prabhupada used to say that. So whatever we get money, we should spend it very easily. The next day again depend on the Lord. So that was also the attitude Prabhupada gave us. Krishna dasa nama e sarala brahmana Ido Sangye Karila Dharani Vedana. Nityananda Prabhu said, here is a simple Brahmana named Krishnadasa. Please accept him and take him with you. This is my request. So, okay, you don't want all of us to come. Take this one Brahmana, Krishnadasa. Prabhupada is clarifying this Krishnadasa, also known as Kala Krishnadasa, is not the Kala Krishna mentioned in the 11th chapter, verse 77 of the Adi Gita. How much work is needed to write like this? Huh? We can search it. Kala Krishna, mentioned in the 11th chapter, is one of the 12 Gopalas. Coward was, he appeared to substantiate the pastime of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is known as the great devotee of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. The Brahmana named Kala Krishnadasa, who went with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to South India and later to the Bengal, is mentioned in Madhya Lila, 10th chapter, verse 60 to 79. One should not take these two to be the same person. Jala patra vasava hi tuma sangaya ve Yehi tumara ichha kara kichu naam balive. He will carry a water pot and garments and he will do whatever he like. He will not say a word and he will be silent. He will just with you, with the pious Brahmana, he will accompany you. So, Pavetan ravakya prabhu kari angi kare Taha sobalana gila sarva bhomagare. Accepting the request of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya took all the devotees and went to the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Namaskari Sarvabhauma asana nivedila savakare vilita me asane vashila. As soon as they entered his house, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya offered the Lord obeisance and place to sit. After seating all the others, Bhattacharya took his seat. Nana Krishna Varta Kahi Kari Kahila Tanhare Tumara Thani Ailanat Nama Givare. After they had discussed various topics about Lord Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informs Sarva Bhattacharya, I have come to your place just to receive your order. You see how beautiful the relationship. And you see when they are discussing also, even though they had a completely opposite philosophy, they never attacked each other's character. Today when there is a debate, first thing we want to minimize the other person. So much. It's so difficult. Therefore Nama Sankirtan. It's so difficult. Correct? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sarva Bhattacharya, this is the way to actually discuss. They never attack each other's character. They were rather so affectionate to each other. Correct? And then philosophically, Sarva Bhattacharya saw that his arguments are weak, and on top of it, scripture support what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. He surrendered. It's a completely different world. And not only that, India was lost like that. That's why the Shankaracharya converted to the Buddhists. That's why Madhya converted even many chief Shankaracharya followers. Just very polite, very respectful. They quote the scriptures. They will argue by all kind of rules of argument, nyaya, and whoever becomes winner, other will become a disciple. You see, Sarva Bhattacharya is no ego, anything. He was, even sannyasis were hearing from him. He was so learned in Advaita Siddhanta. But here, with full heart and soul, he surrendered. After I discussed various topics of Lord Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informs Sarva Bhattacharya, I come to your place to just receive your order. Sannyasakari Vishwa Rupa Giyache Dakshine Avashyakari Va Ami Tanra Anveshane. My elder brother Vishwarupa has taken sannyasa and gone to South India. Now I must go search for him. Agna Deha Avashyami Dakshine Chaliva Tumara Agna Deshu Leitu Ashiva. Please permit me to go. I must do South India. With your permission, I shall soon return very happy. You see what sweet relationships. This is Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means this is the relationships kind of. When Krishna comes or Lord Chaitanya comes, they show the atmosphere of Vaikuntha. Suni sarva bhoma haira atyanta katara charane dhariya kahe vishada uttara. Upon hearing to Sarva Bhattacharya became very agitated. Catching hold of the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave a sorrowful reply. Bahu janmera punya pada painu tumhara sangha hera sangha vidhi mora karile kabhanga. After many births, due to some pious activity, I got your association. Now Providence is breaking this invaluable association. Shire vajrapade di putra mariyaya taha sahi tumara vicheda samana na paya. If a thunderbolt falls on my head or if my son dies, I can tolerate it. But I cannot endure the unhappiness of your separation. That day thunderbolt was thunder. He said that I can tolerate. My son dies, maybe that also I can tolerate. Actually, the greatest pain is separation from the Lord. We don't know. All of us are sad because of that. You give anybody all the satisfaction. The reason is he is not getting satisfied. His heart is paining from separation from Krishna. Nobody knows that. None of us are aware. Correct? If you clean your heart fully, then what will remain is great pain in separation from Krishna. All of us are sad because of it. Therefore, the great acharyas, they connect us to Krishna. And they chant Krishna. They know there where the solution is. These are all ephemeral. Suppose I am very hungry. You say, I will give a nice kurta, nice dhoti. I am very hungry. I come to your house. You take a nice food. I am dying hunger. I have not eaten 2 days. Correct? You go home from school. You go home. And you have not eaten whole day. You are very hungry. Morning, no time. You ran away to school. You didn't eat breakfast also. And at school, no lunch. Evening, you reach. You are so hungry. Mother says, I will give you one new t-shirt. I will give you food now. And one pant is also there. You try that. See, I brought for you one new book. I will book later, dress later, give you food. Correct? True? So everybody is actually only taking care of the body, forgetting the soul, which is the real thing in the body. Body is just a dress for the Atma. So what does Atma want? First thing is to understand Atma and body are different. That is first thing. Second thing to understand is what is the requirement of the soul. This whole world is missing that. And what does the soul want? It wants to unite with Krishna, not Advaita merging. Unite with Krishna's pastimes. Correct? It wants to see Krishna, it wants to serve Krishna. And because of the separation, there is a great pain in the heart. This is revealed. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said no to Sanatana Goswami. Jivera Sarup hoye, Krishnera Nitya Dasa. The original identity of the soul is the servant of Krishna. It's a very big thing. It's a servant of Krishna. So from that, if it is removed, it is suffocated. That's the nature of the soul. It's unnatural. Just like water, you put a freezer, it becomes ice. Unnatural for water. Moment opportunity it wants to become liquid. Correct? It's normal temperature. So similarly, artificially, the soul, we are in a material, we become materialistic. Natural for us is to be, we have to melt in love of Krishna. Then naturally flow into the love of Krishna. We can see, we can only now dream this condition. Nothing like this happens to us. Correct? It doesn't happen to us. Nothing like that happens to us. When Jagannatha Darshan will not be available for some time, Chaitanya mind is to be so agitated. Sometimes, there is a time where Jagannatha before Rath Yatra, there is a pastime where Darshan is not visible. The Jagannatha is bathed in water, and then it is said he has become sick. That's the pastime. And he is taken in a certain room and medicines are given. Jagannatha. And nobody can have darshan then. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mind is to become very agitated without darshan of the Lord. Long way to go. Swatantra Ishvara Tumikari, Swatantra Ishvara. And we should not artificially push our mind for that. It will happen naturally. It takes time, it takes a lot of time. Swatantra Ishvara Tumikari Vigamana Dena Katora Deki Tumara Charana. My dear Lord, you are the independent Supreme Personality of Godhead. Certainly you will depart, and know that. Still I ask you to stay for a few more days so that I can see your lotus. Request a few more days can you stay at my residence. Ahara Vinaya Prabhu Sita Hailamana Rahila Divasha Kato Nakaila Gamana. Upon hearing Sarva Bhattacharya's request, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relented. He stayed a few days longer and did not depart. Bhattacharya Grarakari Kare Nani Mantrana Grihe Pakakari Prabhu Ke Karana Mujana. The Bhattacharya eagerly invited Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home and fed him very nicely. Kanara Brahmani Dara Nama Satira Mata Gandhi Bhiksha Deno Teno Asharya Tanra Katha. The Bhattacharya's wife, whose name was Sati Mata, the mother of Shati Mata, the mother of Shati, did the cooking. The narration of the pastimes are very wonderful. We will read that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being feasted by these people, that each one chapter, they mention every item. Chaitanya Charitamrita was the only scripture in his whole prasadam detailed. Because they live in full of variety. Kuch prasadam, nahi, detail hai. Full chapter goes into the detail. You have read that. Amazing. Only scripture. I don't think any scripture has that. Detailed description. Then there was Puri. In Puri, ghee was also. And then this was there. And they are all, Prabhupada says, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was a great cook. Otherwise, he can't describe so much. In fact, all acharyas are great cooks. Rupa Goswami was a great cook. He made the big piece. Prabhupada was a great cook. Ageta kahi bata kari avistara eve kahi prabhuda dakshina yatra samachara. Later I should tell you about this in elaborate detail, but at present I wish to describe Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's South India too, because if you start describing prasadam offered a Sati Mata and Sarva Bhattacharya to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 100 shlokas and it, so he's later. Dina Pancharahi Prabhu Bhattacharya Sane Chali Varalagi Agna Magila Apane. After staying 5 days at the home of Sarva Bhattacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally asked his permission to depart for South India. Prabhu Ragrahe Bhattacharya Sanmatahaila Prabhu Tangalana Jagannatha Mandir Gela. After receiving Bhattacharya's permission, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to see Lord Jagannatha in the temple. He took the Bhattacharya with him. Darshanakari Thakur Pasha Agna Magila Pujari Prabhure Mala Prashada Ani Dila. Seeing Lord Jagannatha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also begged his permission. The priest had immediately delivered prasada and a garland to Lord Chaitanya. Agnamala Harshe Namaskara Kari Anande Dakshina Deshe Chale Gaur Hari. Thus, receiving Lord Jagannatha's permission in the form of a garland, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered obeisances, and then in great jubilation prepared to depart for South India. Bhattacharya Sange Arayata Nijagane Jagannatha Pradakshina Karikarila Gamane. Accompanied a personal state to Sarva Bhattacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu circumambulated the altar of Jagannatha. Then the Lord departed on his South Indian tour. Samudra tire tire alanata pate Samudra tire tire alanata pate Sarva bhava kailena acharya gopinate. When Lord was going along the part of Alanatha, which was located on the seashore, Sarva Bhattacharya gave the following order to Gopinath Acharya. Charya Gopinava Hirvasa Raki Achigare Taha Prasadandalana Ishwaru Paradvare. Bring the 4 sets of loincloth and outer garment, 4 sets. And I keep at home, that I have kept carefully for Lord Chaitanya. And also some prasada of Lord Jagannath, bring some prasada also. You may carry these things with the help of some brahmana. Tabbe sarva bhauma kahe prabhu racharane avashya pali ve prabhu morani vaidane. The Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was departing. While Lord Sri Chaitanya was departing, Sarva Bhattacharya submitted the following edited lotus step. My Lord, I have one final request that I hope you will kindly fulfill. Ramanandaraye ache godavari tire adhikari haine teno vidyanagare. In the town of Vidyanagara on the banks of Godavari, there is a responsible government officer named Ramanandaraye. In his Amrit Prabhashya, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that Vidyanagara is today known as Porbandar. There is another Porbandar in Western India in the province of Gujarat. Each place, which is this place. I was trying to see on Google Maps, it's Porbandar on the eastern side. You think there's another Porbandar than on the western side. It's a place. Also, you see what happens over the time, the name of the places keep changing. Therefore, he's saying today known as. But this is not the Porbandar of the Gujarat. Shudra Vishaya Gyane Upeksha Shudra Vishayi Gyane Upeksha Na Karive Amara Vachane Tane Avashya Milive. Please do not neglect him thinking he belongs to Shudra family. Engage in material activities. It is a request that you meet him without fail. In the Varnashram Dharma, the Shudra is the 4th division of the social status. Paricharyatmikam karma Shudrasya Visvabhajam. Bhagavad Gita 1844. Shudra meant to engage the service of the 3 higher castes, Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishya. This Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter, activities that give qualities. Shri Ramananda Rai belonged to the Karana class, which is the equivalent of the Kayastha class in Bengal. This class is regarded all over the India as Shudra. It is known that Bengali Kayasthas were originally engaged as servants of the Brahmana who came from the north into the Bengal. Later, the clerical class became the Kayasthas in Bengal. Now, there are many mixed classes known as Kayasthas. Sometimes said in Bengal that those who cannot claim any particular class belong to the Kayastha class. Although this caste, the province of Bengal knows all this detail. Although this caste of the Kannadas are considered Shudras, they are very intelligent and highly educated. Most of them are professionals such as lawyers or politicians. Thus in Bengal, the Kayasthas are sometimes considered Kshatriyas. In Orissa, however, the Kayastha class, which includes the Karanas, is considered the Shudra category. Shri Ramananda Rai belonged to the Karana class, and therefore he was considered a Shudra. He was also the governor of South India under the regime of Maharaj Pratap Rudrava of Orissa. In other words, Sarva Bhattacharya informed Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that Ramananda Rai, although belonged to the Shudra class, was a highly responsible government officer. As far as spiritual advancement is concerned, materialist politicians Shudras are generally disqualified. Sarva Bhattacharya therefore requested the Lord Chaitanya would not neglect Ramananda Rai, who was highly advanced spiritually, although he was born a Shudra and a materialist. As far as spiritual advancement is concerned, materialist politicians Shudras are generally disqualified. A Vishay is one who is attached to the family life and interested only in the wife, children, and worldly sense gratification. The senses can be engaged either in the worldly enjoyment or in the service of the Lord. Those who are not engaged in the service of the Lord are interested only in material sense gratification are called Vishayi. Sri Ramananda Rai was engaged in the government service and he belonged to the Karana class. He was certainly not a sannyasi in the saffron cloth, yet he was in the transcendental position of Paramhamsa householder. Before becoming Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's disciple, Sarva Bhattacharya considered Ramananda Rai an ordinary Vishay because he was a householder engaged in government service. However, Bhattacharya was actually enlightened in the Vaishnava philosophy, he could understand the exalted transcendental position of Ramananda Rai. They were referred to him as Adhikari. Adhikari is one who knows the transcendental science of Krishna and is engaged in his service. Therefore, all Virasa devotees are designated as Das Adhikari. Tomara Sangera Yogya Teno Eko Jana Priti Vite Rasike Bhaktena Hitan Rasama. Sarva Bhattacharya continued, Ramananda Rai is a fit person to share with you. No other devotee can compare with him in knowledge of the transcendental laws. Pandityara Bhakti Rasa Dune No Sima Sambhashile Janive Tumi Tanhara Mahima. He is the most learned scholar as well as expert in devotion, mellows. Actually, he is most exalted. And if you talk with him, you will see how glorious he is. Alokika Vakya Cheshta Kandana Bhujiya Prahit Parihasa Kariya Chaitanya Vaishnava Baliya. I could not realize when I spoke with Ramananda Rai that his topics and endeavors are all transcendently uncommon. When I first spoke, I made fun of him simply because he was a Vaishnava. Imagine, he was such a... Previously he was Advaita, he could never appreciate a Vaishnava. But now having become a Vaishnava, he can understand. My God, this person was so exalted. Now he becomes. Anyone who is not a Vaishnava, uncommon, unalloyed devotee to Supreme Lord must be a materialist. A Vaishnava living according to a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu injunction is certainly not on the materialistic platform. Chaitanya means spiritual force. All of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities are carried on the platform of spiritual understanding. Therefore, only those who are on the spiritual platform are able to understand the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Materialist person who cannot are generally known as karmis or jnanis. The jnanis are mental speculators who simply try to understand what is spirit and what is soul. Their process is neti. This is not spirit, this is not Brahman. The jnanis are a little more advanced than the dull-headed karmis, who are simply interested in the sense gratification. Before becoming a Vaishnava, Sarva Bhattacharya was a mental speculator, jnani, and being such, he always cut jokes with Vaishnava. A Vaishnava never agrees with the speculative system of the jnanis. Both karmis and jnani depend on direct suspension for their imperfect knowledge. The karmis never agree to accept anything not directly perfect, and jnanis put forth only hypotheses. However, Vaishnava, the unalloyed devotee of the Lord, do not follow the process of acquiring knowledge by direct self-perception or mental speculation. Because they are servants of the Lord, devotees receive knowledge directly from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as he speaks in the Bhagavad Gita, or sometimes as he imparts from within, as the Chaitanya Guru. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita 10.10, Esham Satata Yuktana Tam Priti Purvata Tadami Buddhi Ugam Tam Yenama Priyantite. To those who constantly devoted to serving with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. 10.10. The Vedas are considered to have been spoken by the Supreme Personality, Supreme God. The first like the Brahma, who was the first created being in the universe. Tene Brahma Hidaya Adhikari. All process to receive knowledge of the Parampara system from Krishna to Brahma to Narada, Vyasa, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the sixth Goswami. By disciplic succession, Lord Brahma was enlightened from within by the original person, Krishna. Our knowledge is fully perfect due to being handed from master to disciple. A Vaishnava is always engaged in transcendental loving service of the Lord, and thus neither karmis, jnanis can understand the activities of a Vaishnava. It is a Vaishnava kriya mudra vignena puja. Even the most learned man, depending on the direct perception or knowledge, cannot understand the activities of a Vaishnava. The people cannot understand. We are chanting, we are dancing. One person I met, very learned man in Bangalore, not only he was also there. He was studying in England. I saw it on Twitter call, and this Hare Krishna people were like dancing, jumping in ecstasy. No. They must be on drugs. That is his analysis. They can't understand. Mentalists can't understand. We say they're chanting. They must be, chant. People must be thinking we are drunk. They can't understand. It's another word, another energy. After initiating Vaishnava by into Vaishnavism by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Bhattacharya realized what a mistake he had made in trying to understand Ramananda Rai, was very learned. The endeavors were all directed to rendering transcendent loving service to the Lord. just to mention one last word. That when the discussion started, finally Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Ramananda in the king of that place. And Ramananda used to tell him, Krishna is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to tell Ramananda, tell about Krishna. And he was shaking the ocean of love of God. Ramananda was a very advanced devotee. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then suddenly he waited. He said, wait a minute, what are you doing? I am a Shudra. That was a Grahastha. You are a sannyasi, Brahmana, Abba. What are you doing? How can I speak to you? How can I become your teacher? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, Kiva Vipra, Kiva Nyasi, Shudra ke Ninaya. Hey Krishna Tattva Veda Shri. What is all this? Shudra Brahmana. Who knows about science of Krishna? He is a guru. That was very nice. Okay, so there are so many things to learn as we keep reading. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.